All right, listen up, because I'm not here to waste your time. I'm not here to give you some feel-good fluff. I'm here to tell you something that will change your life, but you have to decide right now. You want to make a difference in your life? You want to turn your dreams into reality? Well, it's time to stop waiting. The only way to get where you want to go is to force yourself to act. No one else will do it for you. No one else is coming to push you. This is on you. So let's make one thing crystal clear. Are you ready to commit? Because today you're going to learn the hard-hitting, no excuse steps to make your goals happen. No more thinking, no more hesitating. It's time to make it happen. Decide right now, not tomorrow, not later, now. This is the moment when everything changes. If you're going to achieve anything meaningful, you got to stop being wishy-washy about it. You must make a decision. And when you do, that decision must be final. No more wondering, no more procrastination, no more waiting for the perfect moment. You must decide with absolute certainty that you are going to achieve your goals. Think about this. Every successful person, every person who's created something extraordinary, they didn't wait for the perfect time. They didn't wait for the stars to align or for everything to fall into place. They made a decision, a hard decision. And once they made it, they didn't look back. They didn't give themselves room for failure. They didn't entertain doubt. They made the decision and then they moved forward with everything they had. So ask yourself right now, what do you really want? Not what sounds good, not what others want for you. What do you want? You've got to decide this clearly with full awareness. It's not enough to say, I want to be successful. You've got to get specific. You've got to make that goal tangible. What does success look like for you? What does it look like when you wake up every day and you're living in your vision? When you make that decision, you lock it in. You do not hesitate. You do not waver. You stop waiting for circumstances to be perfect. Life is not waiting for your perfect moment. It's happening now. The clock is ticking. Every second you waste is a second you'll never get back. So stop sitting on the fence. Stop overthinking. Stop second guessing. You've got to make that decision with power and you've got to own it. No excuses. No reasons why you can't. You can, but only if you decide to. Once you've made the decision, you cannot afford to let your mind wander, because your mind will try to sabotage you. It will try to convince you that you're not capable, that the task is too big, that you should settle for less. Your mind will try to talk you out of what you've decided. And this is where most people fail. They make a decision, but they don't back it up with action. They let their doubts creep in, and before they know it, they've fallen off track. And they're stuck again, trying to figure out what went wrong. But here's the thing, nothing went wrong. They just didn't truly decide. You have to be all in, no back doors, no plan B. Once you decide, your commitment to that decision is everything. It's what drives you when the road gets tough. It's what pushes you through the hardest moments. So make that decision today and commit to it with everything you've got. You don't need to figure it all out right now. You don't need the full roadmap. The path will unfold as you move. What you need is the commitment to keep going, the decision to keep pressing forward. Every person who's done anything remarkable, they've faced challenges, they've faced setbacks, but the difference between them and those who give up is simple. They never wavered in their decision. They just kept going. You can do that too, but first, you must decide. Commit. You've decided what you want. Now it's time to put everything on the line. No more wavering, no more questioning. You've made the decision, and now you've got to commit to it with everything inside you. This is the part where most people fail. They make a decision, but they don't fully commit. They keep one foot in, one foot out. They hold on to the what ifs and the maybe I should just thoughts. They say they're committed, but their actions don't match their words. You cannot allow yourself to fall into that trap. Commitment means you're all in. It means you're willing to do whatever it takes. It means you're ready to sacrifice comfort, convenience, and the things that are easy. Commitment is about staying when things get hard, not quitting. It's about pushing through when you'd rather. It's about sticking to your decision even when the world tries to tell you it's too hard, too risky, or too much. When you commit, you stop questioning your choice. You stop wondering if you should do something else. You stop thinking that maybe this path isn't the right one. When you commit, you take full responsibility for your future. You own your decisions and you own the outcome. No one else can make this decision for you. No one else can take this step for you. You have to do it. And when you commit, you tell the world, and more importantly, you tell yourself that you're not backing down. This is not the time to second guess yourself. This is the time to double down. When you truly commit, everything changes. Every action you take will be infused with that commitment. Every choice you make will be rooted in that commitment. You will be unstoppable. Why? Because you burned the bridges. There is no turning back. The moment you commit is the moment you stop looking for excuses. No more, I'll do it tomorrow. No more waiting for the right time. No more, I'll start once I get more information. You're done with all of that. When you commit, you stop negotiating with yourself. The only question left is, that's the mindset of someone who is all in. You must be that person, the person who doesn't wait for things to be perfect, the person who pushes forward regardless of the obstacles, because you're committed. This is the level of intensity you need to achieve anything. So commit right now, not halfway, not sort of, commit fully with everything inside you. Once you do, nothing will stop you. But remember, commitment means no excuses. It means you show up even when you don't feel like it. It means you go above and beyond even when it's hard. It means you follow through even when the world throws obstacles your way. Because commitment isn't a feeling, it's a decision. And once you make it, you have to live it. Every single day, no matter what. Action. It's the thing that separates the dreamers from the doers. It's the thing that will push you over the line between having potential and achieving greatness. You can think all you want, you can plan, strategize, talk about it. But if you don't take action, none of that matters. Action is the bridge between your dreams and reality. Action is the fuel for success. If you don't act, you are standing still, watching life pass you by. So what does action look like? It's not just about doing something. It's about doing something that moves you toward your goal. This is where most people fail. They get busy with busy work. They check off tasks. They feel like they've accomplished something, but in reality, they're not moving closer to what they want. You need to act with purpose. Every action you take must be tied to the outcome you've decided you want. You must be ruthless in your pursuit of forward momentum. No distractions, no detours. Action isn't about waiting until you feel motivated. Motivation doesn't come first. It follows action. It's the law of momentum. You cannot wait for inspiration. You cannot wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment will never come. It's an illusion. If you wait for everything to be perfect, you will be waiting forever. Instead, you need to start now. You need to push yourself to take that first step, no matter how small. That's where you'll find the momentum you need. Start small if you need to. Break your goals into bite-sized pieces and take the first step. But take it. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't think about it for days. Do something today that moves you forward. You will be amazed at what happens when you take that first step. Suddenly the next step seems easier, and the step after that. The momentum will build. Action creates energy. The more you do, the more you want to do. And before you know it, you'll be moving at full speed. But it all starts with that first step. The truth is, action can be uncomfortable. You'll feel fear, you'll feel doubt, you'll feel uncertainty. You'll wonder if it's the right thing to do. You'll want to quit, you want to back off, you want to make excuses. But you've already decided and you've already committed. So when that discomfort hits, you don't back off, you don't stop. You lean into it, you push through it. That's the difference between success and failure, the ability to take action in spite of fear. When you act in spite of the fear, you gain confidence, you gain courage, and those two things are what will drive you to success. Here's the deal. Most people fail not because they lack the ability, but because they lack the willingness to take action. They think they can wait until they feel ready. They think they can wait until the circumstances are perfect. But here's the cold hard truth. You will never feel 100% ready. You will never feel 100% certain. If you wait until everything is perfect, you'll never start. And that's where the losers get stuck in analysis paralysis, stuck in endless planning, stuck in the cycle of never actually doing anything. But you're not going to be one of those people. You're going to act right now, even when it's messy, even when you're not sure of every detail, even when the fear creeps in. The key to taking massive action is this. Don't think too much. Take the first step, then take the next one. Don't waste time getting caught up in every potential roadblock or failure that might happen along the way. Keep moving. And when you stumble, and you will stumble, keep going. Learn from your mistakes, but don't let them stop you. Each step is part of the process. Each mistake is just feedback. You learn, you grow, you keep moving. You also need to push yourself. Push yourself beyond what's comfortable. If you're comfortable, you're not growing. If you're comfortable, you're not challenging yourself. Success is built on discomfort. Success is built on pushing yourself beyond the limits of what you think you can do. So stop playing it safe. Stop doing what feels easy. Push harder. When you hit a wall, push through it. When you're tired, push through it. When you don't feel like it, push through it. You are capable of so much more than you think. But you'll never find that potential unless you push past your comfort zone. You need to realize that it's the times when you feel like quitting the most that are often the moments right before your biggest breakthroughs. The hardest moments are the ones that will forge your strength. That's when you need to push hardest. Don't give up just because it's tough. You're tougher than the challenge. Push through. Every time you push yourself harder than you thought you could, you're expanding your limits. You're becoming the person who doesn't stop, the person who keeps moving forward no matter what. And here's the real kicker. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have everything figured out. The most successful people in the world don't have all the answers before they start. They just start. They act, they adjust, they adapt. Action leads to progress. Progress leads to clarity. And clarity leads to success. You can't wait for everything to be perfect. You have to make the decision to act even when you don't have all the details worked out. Don't wait for all the stars to align. You'll be waiting forever. So take massive action now. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for the right moment. Create that moment. Take the step. Make the call. Send the email. Write the plan. Do something, anything that moves you toward your goal. Even if it's a tiny step, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you're moving. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep acting. Push harder than you've ever pushed before. You're not here to settle for mediocrity. You're here to be great. You're here to build something extraordinary. But it won't happen unless you act. It won't happen unless you push yourself every single day. Don't wait for someone else to give you permission. Don't wait for the perfect moment. You create that moment. You decide to act. Keep pushing. Keep striving. Keep taking massive action every single day, because that's how you win. That's how you succeed. That's how you make your goals a reality. Push harder. Don't stop. Success is not something that happens by accident. It's not something you stumble upon when you're not paying attention. Success is something you pursue relentlessly. It is the result of consistent, focused effort over time. If you want to succeed, you have to develop a relentless attitude. You have to become relentless in your pursuit of excellence. You cannot allow mediocrity to slip in. You cannot allow complacency to take root. Success isn't for the people who are okay with average. Success is for those who demand the best from themselves and refuse to settle for anything less. You have to raise your standards. You have to expect greatness from yourself every single day. This is where most people fail. They think that success is something they'll get eventually, when the time is right, when the circumstances are perfect, or when they have enough experience. But the truth is, success doesn't come from waiting. It doesn't come from hoping. It doesn't come from thinking you'll just get lucky one day. Success comes from consistently showing up, consistently doing the work, consistently pushing yourself to be better than you were yesterday. When you are relentless, you make no excuses. You don't let things get in your way. Life will throw challenges at you. There will be setbacks and obstacles will arise. But relentless people don't see obstacles as reasons to quit. They see obstacles as opportunities to prove their commitment. When others give up, relentless people dig deeper. They push harder. They go further. They don't back down. They don't let anything stop them. You need to adopt this mindset if you want to succeed. You must be willing to put in the effort, the time, and the energy every single day. You have to develop a mindset that refuses to accept mediocrity. No matter how good you get, no matter how much progress you make, there is always another level, always. And you need to constantly raise the bar for yourself. Don't be satisfied with what you've already accomplished. Don't get complacent. Push yourself further. Challenge yourself. Every time you reach a milestone, don't stop there. Set a new goal. Set a higher standard. Keep climbing, keep growing, keep pushing. It's easy to get distracted. Life is full of distractions. Distractions that can pull you off track. Distractions that can make you lose focus. But if you're going to succeed, you need to become relentless in your focus. You need to block out all the noise, block out all the distractions, and keep your eyes on the prize. There will always be things that try to derail you, things that try to pull your attention away from what really matters. You need to tune out the noise and stay locked in on your goal. You need to commit to the process, not just the outcome. Relentless focus means you're willing to do the work every day, even when it's tough, even when it's boring, even when no one else is watching. Success is not built on bursts of effort. It's built on the small, consistent actions that you take every single day. Being relentless is not about working harder than everyone else. It's about working smarter, about working with laser-like focus. You don't need to be the busiest person in the room. You need to be the person who's doing the most important things, the things that will actually get you closer to your goal. That's where the power of relentlessness lies. It's not just about putting in hours and hours of work. It's about making those hours count. It's about being purposeful in every action you take. It's about identifying what matters most and focusing on that. And when you face setbacks, and you will face setbacks, relentless people don't give up. They see setbacks as temporary. They see failure as feedback, not as a reason to quit. They understand that every failure is a lesson. Every mistake is an opportunity to grow. When something goes wrong, they don't throw their hands up and say, I guess it wasn't meant to be. They adjust, they adapt, they find a way to move forward. They use every obstacle as fuel to get stronger. They take every defeat and turn it into their next victory. Relentlessness also means taking responsibility. It means you don't blame others. You don't blame circumstances. You don't make excuses. You own your success and you own your failures. When things go right, it's because you put in the work. When things go wrong, it's because you didn't do something you should have. Own it. Take responsibility. Don't look to others to solve your problems. Solve them yourself. When you take full responsibility for your actions, you gain control over your life. You stop being a victim of circumstance and you start becoming the creator of your own reality. But being relentless doesn't mean being reckless. It's not about doing everything at once. It's not about burning out. It's not about overloading yourself with work. It's about consistency. It's about the long haul. You need to pace yourself. You need to push hard, but you also need to be smart. Take care of your body, take care of your mind. Don't neglect the things that give you energy, that give you strength. You can't be relentless if you're running on empty. You need to build habits that support your relentless pursuit of excellence. Sleep, nutrition, exercise, mindset, these things matter. You can't go the distance if you're not taking care of the basics. You also need to be relentless in your pursuit of growth. There is no end to growth. There is always more to learn, more to improve, more to become. Relentless people are constantly seeking ways to grow. They are always learning, always evolving, always seeking to get better. And they never settle for less than their best. They push themselves to the edge of their potential, and then they push some more. Relentlessness means you are never satisfied with your current level. There is always another level. There is always more you can do. You don't stop when you reach one goal. You set another one and another and another. The journey to success is not easy. It will not be handed to you. It will not come without struggle. It will not come without pain. But if you are relentless, you will succeed. If you are relentless in your commitment to your goals and your focus and your effort and your responsibility and in your growth, you will succeed. You will become the person who never stops. You will become the person who breaks through every barrier. You will become the person who achieves greatness, not because you're lucky, but because you are relentless in your pursuit of excellence. This is the truth that will set you free. You either take action or you stay stuck. Relentlessly pursue your goals. Never settle for less, and rise up every time you get knocked down. If you want to succeed, if you want to reach the highest levels of your potential, you've got to push harder than ever before. You have to be relentless in your pursuit of excellence. And if you've learned anything today, it's that you are capable of so much more than you think. Now make the decision, commit to your path, take massive action, and never stop until you've reached your goals. This is how you succeed. This is how you dominate. Thank you for tuning in to Tony Robbins Track. Make sure to subscribe because we're just getting started. Keep pushing, keep growing, and remember, your future is in your hands. Let's go.